They just want us to become a robot and learn these things ourselves. Period is something that we are still going to experience. So why are you hiding it from us? They didn't know about these things. Somebody will just tell you to open your leg and start dipping their hands inside, and you don't know. You weren't told that okay, oh, sex is not just when you sit down on somebody's lap you will get pregnant. No, thank God I am a good child. I always tell my mom that just thank God that God gave you a good child. I don't know how we are not told about marriage. We are expected not to have a boyfriend, but suddenly they want you to get married. Where will I find a man from? You get into marriage and you don't even know what you are doing there. You are just there.
Yeah, like that. I don't wanna understand, no.
Hi my tribe, hi everyone, welcome back to this space and welcome back to my channel. It is yours truly, Maryvianney again, and here we talk about interesting topics, things that affect our everyday lifestyle, fashion and a lot more. To get more of these videos and enjoy, please just click the subscribe button down below and thumbs up this video, share to everybody you know. You get it already, yeah. So from the thumbnail and the title of this video, you already know what yours truly is here to talk about. So with no further ado, let us get straight into the video. Yeah. So today I'm here to talk about things that our parents didn't tell us, like things we weren't told while growing up. I feel like it's a poor parenting on their part, but they did their best. Yeah. And I feel like these are the things that made a lot of teenagers make mistakes. So I feel like these things should be said. I do not want to make the same mistake if I have the opportunity to have a child. I don't want to make these mistakes. A lot of things we weren't told, but they just want us to become a robot and learn these things ourselves, which is not good at all for me. It is not advisable. They should have done their part and let us do our own part as the child. The first one on my list today is period. I mean our menstruation. We were not told these things. Our parents didn't tell us about these things. Some people might have the opportunity or their parents did tell them. But for me, these are things that I weren't told. I was a boarder in secondary school from GSS 1 to SS3, and I learned most of these things in school. We were taught in home economics, but still it is something that parents should tell us about so that we can hear them and know them, but we weren't told. So I learned about my period in school. I remember the first time I had menstrual cramps. I didn't even tell anyone at home. We were on holidays. I didn't tell my parents. I was just there feeling pain. They're like, what's wrong with you? I was just being quiet. They had to take me to a clinic. Like, we have a nurse that treats us at home, so they took me to her place and she was there looking for drugs for me. And when she gave me one drug, ibuprofen, I read the description of the ibuprofen, so I saw menstrual cramps there. I was like, no, you should give me this one. She now asked me, do you have menstrual cramps? I was like, yes. She was like, and you couldn't say it since you were stressing me. So you see, that fear of not being at home, nobody told me about these things at home, so I was scared. I didn't know how to say that. I was not really scared. I would say I was ashamed, I was shy to tell them that this is what I am going through. So these are things that they should have told us, we should have learnt about and know how it works and know how it goes. So I feel like when I have my own child, I do not want to make these mistakes. Let us know these things. Period is something that we are still going to experience. So why are you hiding it from us? Why are you hiding it from us? So I feel like they should have told us this thing to know better and to know more. Please, parents, do well to do these things. The next one is our private parts. This one I really want to talk on it because I feel like they do not tell us these things. I don't know where I came from, where I grew up from, and my friends, people around me, we all know these things. Our parents do not tell us these things. They just want us to grow up and learn these things ourselves. First, private part, I feel like it is a very sensitive topic, a very sensitive thing that we should have known about while growing up. I was in church one day and there was a little boy. His name is he said his name is John Vianney. my namesake, yeah. So he said his name is John Vianney. Somebody called him John, and he was like, "No, my name is John Vianney." The person said, it is the same thing, John Vianney." The boy said, "No, my name is John Vianney." I was forced to tell the boss or the guy that he said his name is John Vianney and not John. Can you just respect that? So for that child, that boy is no more than 5 years, for him to have known to want to correct people that no, this is my name. They've told him already, or maybe his parents, they know that people often call him John, but his name is John Vianney. John and John Vianney is different. So he has learned to correct people who would call him John Vianney, who would call him John to John Vianney. You get it? So that kind of boy, if you are told him that, oh, this is your private part, don't let anybody touch it. Like, you just tell them about these things. This is the reason why a lot of people were molested when they were younger, because they didn't know about these things. Somebody will just tell you to open your leg and start dipping their hands inside, and you don't know. So I feel like these are topics that are sensitive and our parents should tell us, but they didn't tell us this. To me, growing up, my mom never told me, oh, this is your private part, don't tell anybody. It was just something that, okay, we knew, and at home I don't have my parts outside, so we know that yes, you are always in the toilet, and my mom was very protective. You have to be at home, you don't have to play around. You get it? But they should have told us that, you see your private part, don't let anybody touch it, don't let anybody do this to you, don't let even a boy, you should tell anybody so that they are aware of it. I stayed with some family, my family members, a while back, and their children, they cannot come outside without their towel. They will not walk naked because their parents already sensitized them. They already told them about these things. So I feel like these things, we didn't know it while growing up. They should have told us more of these things. The next one is sex. You see, this sex, they don't tell us. All they tell you is, if you sit down on top of this lap, you will get pregnant. But they didn't sensitize us on sex, that okay, you have to be careful like this, you have to be careful. That's why we have a lot of unwanted pregnancies, because some of these teenage, we know that when you're a teenager at a particular puberty age, you are naive and you want people to see you, you want to be that fine girl. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like every lady, I am not a guy, I am a lady, so I am a female, so I know that these things, it is a stage in life where you are naive, you want someone to see you, like you are growing up already. Puberty stage comes with it, but we weren't told that okay, oh, sex is not just when you sit down on somebody's lap you will get pregnant. No, explain the details. Some people want to try it. When they now try it, they get pregnant. If not some of us who I would not say we listened to our parents, but we took care of ourselves. Like, our parents did their part by warning us. If you sit down on somebody's lap, you get pregnant. You know, some of us who had harsh parents at that time, we couldn't do anything. But some people who their parents didn't tell them, and even if their parents were harsh, they just didn't know that that is it. So they had sex and maybe got pregnant. So I feel like, or some didn't get pregnant, but they were exposed to early sexual activities. So I feel like these are topics, sensitive topics that we should have known about while growing. I think from 8 years old, 7 years old, we should already know these things already. So me, I do not want to make these mistakes. Maybe if I have the opportunity, if God is so kind and so merciful, and I have my own child, I do not want to make these mistakes, because I feel like they should know this, like they should know it, because these are topics that we didn't know about while growing up. For me, I would love to have known all these things. But thank God I am a good child. I always tell my parents, I always tell my mom that just thank God that God gave me a good child. Because if I were to be someone I was naive at some point, but if my naivety was, I don't know if that English is correct, was up to a higher level, I would have misstepped or misdone some things, or done some things wrong. You get it? So I feel like These things should be spoken everywhere, not even just parents, even outside in school and other things. We should be told. We should be sex sensitized. The last one on my list is marriage. I don't know how we are not told about marriage. We are expected not to have a boyfriend. We are expected to not meet any guy. We are expected to not be friends with a guy, or a guy not be friends with us. But we are expected to just get to a particular age and come with a man home. Like, this one is a wow for me, because me, while I was growing up, I was in school, my mom, like, I can never dare be with a man, stand with a guy while my mom is coming. Yes, I cannot. But suddenly they want you to get married, they want you to meet someone nice and get married. But we were not allowed at first. So these are things they should tell us. There's a particular stage somebody gets to. I feel like 18 upward, you should tell her about marriage, because she might meet someone who is genuine, who wants to be with her. These are things that we should know. Tell us. You did not tell us. You are saying, "Oh, don't be with a man. We don't want unwanted pregnancies. We don't want this. We don't want that." But suddenly you are telling me to get married. Where will I find the man from? Where will I find the man from? So these things, please, mommy, daddies, aunties, everybody in our, let's learn to tell ourselves the truth. Let's learn to tell people this, people around us, even our children. Let them know about marriage. A lot of us don't even know about marriage. We go into the marriage and do some things. People are saying, oh, it is because people are rushing into marriage. That's why they are rushing out. I feel like that is not even the reason. A lot of us don't even know about marriage. We don't know what it entails. I know that nobody can tell you everything, but there are some little things that we can know about these things. Then we go into it and we have ideas on it already. Not that you are getting there and new things are happening. They should tell us that, oh, this is how it is when you are dating, but in marriage, you guys are now used to each other. You're thinking, so some things will be different. So you get, these are things that they should have told us. Sex specifically, you get into marriage and you don't even know what you are doing there. You're just there. So they didn't tell us this thing, but they just want us to grow up and know that yes, this is it, this is it, this is the right thing, and this is the wrong thing. Which for me, I feel like it's a no-no for me. Like, this is something on their parts that they've done wrong, and they should at least try so that in their next life they can put us through well. Yeah. So this is all I have for this particular topic in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you watched this far, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Do all those nice of you always do for your baby girl. And what's your thoughts in the comment section? Let me know, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.